go. It is week 2 of Sport Dolls, and I'm Dean, and I'm with my eldest son, who is
Alex.
and my youngest son,
Josh. Cheers.
Josh. And this
Cheers,
is where we look at the Big Ten plus 3 games, and we're making picks through this shortened season. And before we look at last week's results, what do you guys got to say about it?
I had a lot of fun. It was the first episode was a little weird, getting the jitters out. I don't know. I felt I tried to be too podcasty. So now this time I'm just gonna by the end of it, it was great. And we were rolling and picks were flying, comments were going. So it's only gonna go uphill from there.
Well, define podcasty.
Podcast, I don't know. The few clips of podcasts I've heard, I felt I needed a podcast voice.
Oh, you're just doing Josh things.
Yeah.
I took the stage. I mean, you're just in your comfort zone.
Let me tell you why I picked that. Like, I felt like I was trying to be like a Lee Corso or someone else, where I just be me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's look at last week's. For me, it was a big fat ouch. Let me share my screen. We can look at the results and reflect on it a bit.
We shall.
Okay.
Looking pretty good.
First game, Wisconsin, Illinois. We all nailed that one. Michigan State, Rutgers. Wow. Where did that come from?
I don't know. Alex, why did you pick Rutgers?
Yeah, why did you
Well, I thought we were going from the spread. I thought it'd kind of even it out a little bit, especially when we get to the games like Nebraska or Ohio State. So Michigan was supposed to win by 13.5, and I didn't think they could cover it, let alone lose to Michigan State. So, just getting freaking lucky on that one.
That's right. Were you just watching that game, just being like, no way. No
I was
way.
going back. I'm like, I think I was downstairs playing Call of Duty. I looked up. I'm like, what's the Rutgers score? And I kept asking goal. I'm like, oh God, they won. Let's go.
I know.
That was my upset of the week right there.
Yeah,
A sentence you'd never thought you'd yell up to Sally. Hey, what's that Rutgers score?
What's a Rutger?
What's a Rutgers? I don't know, but are they winning?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I didn't think they had a chance, but I believe they're not ranked. Indiana's ranked now after their win.
Yep. Nebraska. Anyone watch the first couple drives?
Yeah, I would say on the spread, Ohio State definitely covered the spread on that one.
First half, Nebraska hung.
They did.
McCaffrey, oh my God, he must have talked to his brother for a little bit because he's a stud runner. So the next couple of years, watch him.
Yeah, Nebraska. It's McCaffrey's brother.
Luke McCaffrey
on Nebraska's team, right?
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, kind of in that backup quarterback position, but it was fun watching him.
Yeah, for sure.
But bigger team definitely won.
Definitely blew him out.
Yeah, and it just, Alex, you called it. You said there's a chance every so often Nebraska can stay with it
shine
for a while, and they did, and then it changed.
Yeah, they couldn't do anything with that
just
offense.
And here's my heartbreak one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Give the game away. Oh my God.
Penn State did everything but win the game.
Yep.
And
dominate the clock.
They did win the game because that was not a 2-point conversion.
Not according to the referees and the replay officials. That is a touchdown, and why they won the game. You got to trust the professionals, Dad. They're professional.
Oh my gosh.
No, there's no way possible anyone in their right mind thought that was an actual score. You watch it on the slowest replay, it was the ball hit, tilted, pylon. I mean, I think that's a bonehead call there for sure.
Well, and then even the announcers like, "Oh yeah, hit the pylon. Oh, just look how he kept his," and he did keep his knees up and he kept his body up.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, no, it's not.
No.
That's not going to be.
They said let's not give Alex too big a head. We don't want. He already picked Rutgers, and he picked Penn State. Let's not have him a perfect week 1.
It should have been. Should have been.
Yeah.
So it just lays the foundation for. Well, I don't want to wreck it, but my picks and my algorithm coming up here. So we'll let that one just rest. Iowa, Purdue.
I didn't see much of the game, to be honest with you.
I didn't even watch that game, so I just got happy that got the right pick.
Yeah. Iowa, Purdue. Oh, I was the only one who picked Iowa. What a loser. Way to go, me.
Well, after we did that, I was just like, probably should have gone with Iowa. They're always freaking tough. And lucky.
Yeah, no kidding. But it's like just like the NFL week 1, there's no preseason. This is the first game that any of the Big Ten teams played. It's not even I don't think you're going to get a real feel of what teams are going to be, at least until week 3, week 4. I think Iowa's going to come back big. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I think that's a fluke loss for that team.
What are you reading there?
Me?
Yeah.
The spread, so I can look at my good and bad picks.
Gotcha.
Okay, that works.
My script.
We all killed it with Northwestern Maryland. Maryland didn't even have their called back play like we thought they would have.
Yeah.
I also didn't make that game, so.
No, that one is easy. I thought so.
And then for me, it was the tough one to fall. It was just swallow. Excuse me, the words I'm looking for. Michigan, Minnesota. If I went with my heart, didn't go with my head. Yeah, that was bad. Bad.
I really thought the Gophers' offense didn't play bad.
They were fine. They were good to watch.
Mm-hmm.
The defense was shaky at best. When you get 6, 7 yards of chip every play.
And I don't want to take anything away from Michigan. I mean, they're a young athletic team, and they looked good. But I just think the Minnesota's defense looked just that bad that they can make an average team look good. And I don't think Michigan's an average team. I think after that performance, I think they deserve to be ranked. But man alive, yeah, Minnesota's defense was tough to watch.
Michigan dropped 481 for total yards on the Gophers.
Yikes. Yeah, that's – the Gophers, it's the offense you're not worried about. You know they're gonna move the ball. They're gonna score. They're veterans on offense. Young defense, week 1 for them. I think they're going to grow. It may take a couple weeks, but starting off with a hard opponent like that, I think they got exploited very easily.
Are you talking about the Vikings?
Yeah. Very similar story. I would say I'd take the Gophers offense over the Vikings offense right now.
And then Kurt just rips on the on being a Minnesota fan during the game. Oh, yeah. It's not easy being a Minnesota fan. Yeah, we know.
Got the links though.
Got the links from championship team.
But this is and when we talked about what COVID was going to do and not going to do to the game, this is just screaming loud because the Gophers, I can't believe, yes, you're down 2 kickers and a punter. You don't have anyone on a 100-man roster that can punt the ball 18 yards.
Oh, gosh.
And
that was tough to watch.
And then they're down.
Is that the one where the punter was like a linebacker?
What's that, Alex?
Is that the one where the punter was like a linebacker?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then but this is where it's going to be tough if you're not a premier team, a premier recruiting team like Michigan, like Penn State, like Ohio State, because the crowd is not a factor because no one's in the crowd. So take that away. And then two, Gophers are PJ's done a great job, but our number twos are not as good as Michigan's number twos for sure.
Yeah.
No.
In Michigan, those guys, they were saying in the announcements, it's first time a quarterback starting for them. They have like 4 new offensive linemen, like brand new wide receivers. Like it's just a brand new Michigan team. So no one knew what it was basically going to no one knew what they were expecting. And I think they turned some heads. I think they're going to be very good in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they definitely had the athletes on that side of the football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy weird game, which was way closer than I thought it would be. Iowa State and Oklahoma State.
I was happy to see this one because I know both of you guys picked ISU. You're super excited about it, and it just felt good.
Just another chalk up another point for Alex.
Yeah, it's only week 1, so get lucky sometimes, right?
Well, let's be honest. The two teams scored 45 points combined.
Yeah,
I think we all said we thought the winner's going to have 45.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Big 12 football is a shootout, and
I assumed a bunch of gunslinging. So,
but then Iowa State doesn't always necessarily fit that criteria. I mean, it's nothing like the Texas-Oklahoma Red River rivalry. That was just classic Big 12 football, touchdown. But yeah, it was still a good game, needless to say.
And then let's see here.
blowout, NC State, North Carolina.
Yeah, that one. Gosh, your wife.
I thought it'd be a little closer than that.
Who picked NC State? And Ashley goes, "Why did I pick NC State?" And I said, "Well, their mascot was Wolf, Mr. Wolf and the Wolf Pack." Oh, yeah, I stand by my decision. Okay.
That works.
I mean, that was the only second wrong pick that she had, which is incredible. So, she's kicking my butt. So, let it be.
Same here. And then the upset of the week.
Right there.
I missed the game. Florida International.
Yeah, who would have thought ESPN 3? If you don't get it, not a lot of people do. No, to be honest, I didn't watch it. It was Friday night. I had other things going on. But I saw that they won. Not surprised. They're always athletic. I don't think they're ever out of it because they get all the hand-me-downs, second, third stringers from Alabama, Auburn, go to Jacksonville State to get to the playoffs, maybe a national championship, and then lose to NDSU.
Well, okay, so let's take a look at the painful scoreboard. Oh, we saw the scoreboard, but the standings. Okay, here we go.
On the bottom, looking up, Dad.
Yep, there we go. There's only one way to go.
That's right.
That was last week's score and last week's picks. And so as of right now, Alex is leading with 9. Guests have 8.
Yeah.
Josh 6. And Dean got half of them right.
But Ashley's going to want you to put her name next to that one. She's very proud, 8 out of 10. And I agree. She set the bar.
And the Purdue win.
Yeah. Because she's very, very proud of that. And she set the bar very high for our guest pickers. Not saying it can't be beat, but that's a tough bar to match or beat, I would say.
Yeah, you two are fine for your Big Ten champion picks. I got a little work for me. I'm not out of it.
They got to go.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, that was rough. That was okay.
Got to go with the favorites. Got to know who's good. And both of those teams showed out, except for though Wisconsin just being covered with COVID, starting quarterback out. Sure, he'll come back, but I thought about this before tonight. Is the Big Ten teams, they have to reach a certain number of games to be bowl eligible, and with 3 games, I mean, this game's forfeited. Maybe they'll bounce back next week, but if they miss 2-3 games in this already shortened season, they could be out of the bowl rankings just because they didn't play enough games. And
Yep. And be a better team.
Yeah, and they're a great team, but they got COVID. It's tough.
Yeah, Wisconsin's just it's sad. It's really sad. It's a hot mess over there right now.
Whole freaking state, unbelievable.
You got the Rona.
Yeah, you got La Crosse right next to Winona, and just La Crosse is just swimming in it. Like, wish you could just cut off the border, cut off the bridges, but no, who knows?
So who is your of the games that you were thumbing through? What was the player of the week that you would say that jumped out at you?
Of all the games,
Luke McCaffrey
of our picks.
Oh,
3 non-conference.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't watch any of them.
Okay.
I have no idea.
I think everyone's radar. I can't think of his name, but Wisconsin's quarterback who just lit it.
Yeah,
lit it up. I mean, he's got the COVID now, but they're like, wow, we finally have a passing quarterback. They know they have a phenomenal rushing game. So, but now who knows what they're gonna do?
Yeah, Mertz, he 248 yards passing.
Yeah,
not bad.
Exactly. How many? They probably had just as much rushing yards too.
No, I'm just excited for Luke McCaffrey in Nebraska. That's going to be an exciting couple years for him, hopefully.
I think so. Gives me a reason to want to watch Nebraska.
Yes.
It's like you know he's got that it factor that just runs in the family, and if he can look that good against Ohio State,
it's going to be toasty. He's going to be spicy.
What if he makes a run to get up into like the Heisman watch? If not this year, like upcoming years, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh yeah, we'll see if he takes Martinez's job.
Yeah.
Martinez, that's got to be tough being a Husker with hanging your hat on. I mean, so much potential, and it just never quite happens.
No, like I was watching before, like, yep, going with Martinez, more confident than ever. He's gonna keep the turnovers down and just like every year watching him. Oh, future Heisman contender. No.
Well, and this is what's interesting too. I mean, I'm putting it on Justin Fields. Oh my gosh, he is just a beast at Ohio State. 276 yards passing and 54 yards rushing. He was 1 yard short of being the leading rusher for Ohio State. So it was their passing game, not their running game, that beat Nebraska. That who would ever thought that come with Nebraska or with Ohio State?
They're a dangerous team. I mean, Nebraska hung with them. I think they're shaking off the rust the first half, but then they took off and they looked like the Big Ten contenders right there.
Yep.
Playoff eligible Ohio State.
Yeah, just put their foot on the accelerator. Okay, anything else from last week before we look at our picks?
Keep her going.
Yep.
And who is Alex? Who is our picker, our guest picker this time?
Oh, this one would be the other Ashley.
Woo! Get on in here. There you go.
Oh.
She's getting lost in the tide right
now. I have to change the background.
We'll change it soon here. All right, we can change it.
So I'm his wife, since he didn't mention that.
Yeah, no, you're the other Ashley, evidently.
The other Ashley.
Apparently.
So
Ashley, how have you prepared for this week?
I wrote down all of the games. That's about it.
Wrote them down. Just gonna go for it.
I like their mascot. They'll probably win.
Hey, that worked out last week, apparently.
I know.
No, it did not. It kept Ashley from tying at
one game.
He went with Mr. Fur, and Fur did not show
I
up.
would have done the same thing.
Mr. Wolf. Sorry, Ashley.
Mr. Wolf.
Mr. and Mrs. Wolf.
So, Ashley, the way we've done this is we will pick first, so you can listen to our mistakes or just listen to mine, and then you get to have yours. You get to pick last.
Fair enough.
And don't worry about the spread, even though Alex.
Well, we can. We can.
It makes it more competitive when you get like
do the spread.
a OSU versus Indiana or Illinois.
Maybe I'm just too slow. I can't keep up with the spread.
Well, just
Are we doing the spread this week or no?
are we doing the spread?
No.
Yeah.
No.
We got the spread right here, Josh. You can just
Yeah, I need all the help I can.
I know you're a smart cookie.
No.
Maybe it'd work out better for you doing the spread.
Maybe. We'll see how this next week
Let's
goes.
try it 1 week. If you don't like it, we'll change it.
Tell you right now, I'm not going to like it, but okay. So
Until you win. Okay, we're doing the spread this week.
what do we have? Okay, so let's do the spread this week. So we have to keep track of our picks, and then yes or no, are they covering the spread?
Yes.
So how does that? So if that, I mean, I guess it'd be simple. Like if you're for the first example, Minnesota at Maryland, I pick Minnesota,
But
and then are they going to
by
cover
at
the
least
spread? Yes, or
19
no?
points.
So if you pick an upset, then you're automatically going to be like, no, I'm picking an upset. So obviously they won't cover the spread. Is that how it would go?
Right, like last week, Ohio State had such a large spread. They had to win by 26 points.
Yeah.
Like that made me think, I'm like, okay, I know they're going to beat Nebraska, but are they really going to beat Nebraska by at least 26 points?
So then are we going like 2 points per, like if you get the right pick and if you get the spread, or do you have to get everything right to get the point? I don't know.
I would say everything right to get the point. Just for this week. Try it out.
Sure. All right. Everything right to get the point.
Okay, we start out Friday night tomorrow. It is Minnesota at Maryland.
Yes.
Alex.
Okay, so the
is,
spread is Minnesota has to win by at least 19 points.
Yeah.
Hot spread.
And the Terps, they are not very good. So
Your pick. Wait. So what are you picking Minnesota or the Terps?
who is that in the background? Going with the Terps.
Oh.
Wow.
yeah.
Hey.
Minnesota is going to win, but they're not going to win by 19 points with their defense.
Okay. So you're picking Minnesota, but you don't think they're going to spread.
Correct. I don't think they're going to beat the spread. They're not going to win by at least 19 points.
Okay. So you want Minnesota to win, but by like a field goal.
Sure. I would
Okay.
prefer Minnesota winning.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh.
Oh, okay. Wait, Dad, you put Maryland on his pick. It would be.
Oh, wait.
So-
Yep. Sorry. I did it
So it's
wrong.
got to be like pick or like, and then maybe like a yes, a Y or an N for like, yes, they're covering the spread and they are not.
Maryland is
So
that.
yeah.
Yeah. If Minnesota does not cover the spread, Maryland wins regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you picked Maryland to.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. I was right. Okay, Josh.
I'm lost already. I'm going to go Minnesota. Their defense is bad. Their offense is good. Maryland's not that good. Are they going to cover the spread? No. No, they're not going to cover the spread, but they will win.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry,
you're
guys.
Maryland, right?
You're both wrong. It's going to be Minnesota. Last week I didn't bring the algorithm out because I didn't have any data to do this. Maryland is just, they are offense, defense, red zone, and points. Their highest rating out of 101 teams is 94 out of.
So that's good, right? That's good.
Pretty good.
And it's not percent. So we are going to take Maryland and to cover. Or excuse me, Minnesota
Wait,
to cover
Minnesota.
Maryland. There we go. I got it.
Okay.
Ashley.
So wait, sorry. Go, Sally.
Well,
Wrong button.
okay. So after what Dean said, I changed my mind. Minnesota's gonna win, and they are going to cover the spread. So Minnesota.
Okay.
So looking at the spreadsheet here, hold on. So I just want to be all on the same page. Sorry, I know I'm getting repetitive and slow, which is why I did not want to go with the spread. Stand by my statement. but it says Alex picked Maryland, which he did not pick Maryland. He said Minnesota, but they are not going to cover the spread, correct?
Right. So Maryland would win overall then.
In the betting world, he would bet on Maryland,
Right.
and Minnesota could still win, but he's thinking they're not going to win by 19 or more.
That's the same thing I'm picking. I'm
Right,
picking
so-
Minnesota to win.
Yeah, so you're Maryland, Josh.
So you're Maryland. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's why I was confused because
Got it.
I'm like, no, I picked, but then I'm going to look at it and be like, I didn't pick Maryland. What?
Nope. It's just going from the spreads.
Don't argue with Dick's daughter about this type of stuff.
No.
That is why I know how this works.
Okay, Alex. This one I'm curious with you guys.
Minnesota State, Michigan.
Michigan State.
Michigan.
Oh, Michigan State, Michigan. Yes. Okay.
Michigan is
Win by
by
25.
25.
Yes, and I think regardless, I know Michigan is the better team and is probably going to win. But the rivalry, it's kind of like North Dakota State and South Dakota State. One could be great, one could be bad. But it's going to be some sad Michigan's fans.
So so you're saying Michigan State?
Is going to beat Michigan.
So they're going to, and who are you picking to win this one?
Oh, God. Michigan's going to win, but they're not going to win by a lot just because of the rivalry.
Okay.
Michigan fans are going to be pretty sad.
I'm going strictly off of how good Michigan looked last week against a better Minnesota team than Michigan State. Michigan's going to win. They're going to cover the spread. Go blue.
Okay, let's see what we have here. Michigan's going to win the game.
Yeah.
Michigan State is really good in the red zone, and even though Michigan State lost, this one kind of throws me. Michigan State is ranked 12th for defense in the country. Michigan is ranked 22nd for defense in the country. But
how many points did Michigan give up last week, or Michigan State?
Michigan State, well, it was how many yards they gave up. Okay, let's take a look at that. Where's Rutgers? Here we go. Rutgers had 276 yards total offense, 106 rushing, and 170 passing. So I think Michigan's going to win. I think it's definitely inside of 25. So I'm picking MSU.
All right.
Gotta go Michigan State.
Why?
Oh, geez, you guys are going to be sorry. Go blue. They look tough. They look tough.
But 25 points tough?
26 points tough, Sally.
All right, we'll see.
Okay, Alex. Purdue at the ever-feared Illini.
Oh, goodness.
7 points for Purdue.
I got to go with, goodness here. That's my picture. Oh, there we go.
Going with
Yeah, there it is. Alex
There
is
we
making
go.
the background.
Boilermakers, they're just going to trample over the Illini because.
Alex is sitting there going, boil her up.
Yep.
I'm gonna ride it with him. I'm gonna boil her up with Alex. Why not?
Yeah, they're going to beat the spread big time.
I think so. I think it's at least a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, Illinois isn't as low in all the ratings as Maryland, but they're in the same neighborhood. They're in the same zip code. That being said, Purdue definitely wins and covers the spread.
Doesn't take much convincing, I'll go.
Here we go. I'm anxious to see this one.
Oh yeah.
Indiana at Rutgers, and they're giving Indiana 11 points at Rutgers.
Okay. I know they're at Rutgers. There's no home field advantage. That is Indiana. They're going to beat them by more than 11 points.
Boy, that looks like a Hoosier to me, Alex. And Indiana played Purdue so tough. I think it'd be silly not to pick Indiana covering the spread. I'm with Alex again. Great pick.
So you guys are picking Indiana covering the spread.
Yes, they're going to beat them by more than 11.
Oh,
Yes.
not so fast. Oh my gosh, you
You're
guys.
giving us Rutgers.
Oh, this is like Halloween candy. No, this is Indiana has a total rating of only 84. Rutgers has a rating of 102.
That's your algorithm.
No, and Rutgers is not going to give Indiana the ball all the time. Straight up, here we go. I'm picking Rutgers to win the game, which means they will definitely cover the spread.
Yeah. Okay. Someone call it. There's the upset alert right there.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Rutgers. I don't think they're going to win. I think it's going to be a close game, but Indiana's not going to cover.
All right.
Iowa's picked 2.5 over Northwestern.
Oh,
At
here we
Iowa.
go.
There it is.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have Iowa win, so I just had to throw that in there. That was a good game right there.
Did they beat Iowa?
Iowa's gonna win by more than 2.5 points.
But didn't NDSU beat Iowa in that game, Alex?
Absolutely, they did.
Oh, of course they did.
How many times did they beat the Gophers?
I was at 1, so I know 1.
Yep.
God, if there were fans, I would say without a doubt Iowa, but I'm gonna go Northwestern to win. So Iowa will not cover the spread. I'm gonna go Northwestern to win.
Yeah, I agree with one of you soundly. Northwestern just dominated Maryland.
Yes, they did.
And they're not going to make a lot of mistakes. And Iowa, they weren't able to move the ball real well. Yeah, Northwestern, they will win the game.
Good pick.
I'm going to go with Iowa. Got to agree with him on something.
Why are you going with Iowa?
I just want to.
Okay.
You know the dreams are in Iowa.
Yes.
No.
Kevin Costner was there.
Okay. Happy Valley.
Oof.
Bucky. No, it's not Bucky. What do they call him? Brutus. You're going with Ohio State, huh?
Easy.
This is
even though they were pissed off from the big loss Penn State had, Ohio State and Justin Fields, they're gonna roll over them.
I agree wholeheartedly. There's not a team in the Big Ten that I think can beat Ohio State. The only question is, are they going to cover their spread? In this case, I will say yes.
No, they're not going to. Penn State, 488 yards total offense, 250 rushing, 238 passing. They, again, did everything but win the game. I'm not brave enough to say they're going to beat Ohio State, but they are definitely covering the spread. I'm going with Penn State.
Oh,
bold move, Cotton.
Yeah.
I can't always trust statistics. I'll go with Ohio State.
There you go. We hate them, but they're good.
Yes. Every year.
Yep.
And here is, so now we get to our, well, normally we have 3 picks, but we brought, Ashley got to pick one because, Nebraska and Wisconsin, that's not happening. Here's my pick. Texas at Oklahoma State. I just I'm going at OSU is picked to win by 3, which I find very fascinating. Undefeated OSU in Stillwater, right? In Stillwater, Oklahoma. Texas 3-2, and you're only giving them 3 points.
I mean, one of those losses was the Red River game, which they played out of their mind.
Could have gone either way.
Talented.
Yeah, so I'm going with Texas with the upset here.
Nice.
Oh, gosh, go for it.
I'll go.
I'm going Texas.
You're going Texas? Why?
Oh, Alex, I thought you had your OSU coach background ready to just pop in
Oh,
my
I
face.
know. I was saving it for later.
I was so ready.
It was gonna be a cameo.
There it is. I looked at the game, Texas, Oklahoma State, and I started laughing. I went,
Hey.
Alex doesn't care who they're playing. He's gonna put his man in the background there.
God, you know what? The power of influence. I saw that mullet. I got a change of heart. We're going with
Going OSU now?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Dad on this one. I thought from the get-go, if you didn't pick this game, I was gonna pick this game because for a 3-2 team, Texas is very, very good. I think they are going to beat them. Another upset pick.
I'll stick with you guys on the upset and go with Texas.
Okay.
Woo!
Next, we have who picked LSU at Auburn? LSU by 3.
I'm gonna go with Auburn in Auburn to beat them by more than 3. LSU had a real tough start. I think Auburn has it.
Neither one of those teams are like breakout typical LSU Auburn teams. But just because I like to say it, go Tigers.
Oh,
Okay, I'm I was gonna go Auburn, but I just said LSU is way better team than they're playing than they put on the field thus far. They've had some players not available that who knows if they are or not. I'm going LSU.
Yeah, I would like to go LSU as well. Sorry, that was a Coach O reference. Not the Auburn Tigers, but the LSU Tigers.
Oh, okay, because I figured I put you in Auburn, but you're going LSU. Sorry, I jumped.
No one got the Coach O
heard it out
reference.
from the voice. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Go Tigers.
Oh. I gotta go LSU. They're one of the few teams I've seen play in person. So
Nice.
And I believe, Ashley, this is your game. So this one you do get to pick first. K-State at West Virginia. K-State is hot, but West Virginia is favored
By 3.5.
by 3.5.
I'm going with West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Seen some small teams, including NDSU beat K-State. So I think it'll happen again.
But you got the NDSU connection at K-State.
Oh, you steal my
know.
thunder.
Go with that.
Okay, Alex, I set it up for you. Teed it up.
Oh, man. Down in Manhattan, Kansas. Look at that.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh. K-State.
So, well, obviously, if they win, they're going to cover.
Of course they are.
No.
If I field goal, I lose.
I'm going to ride Alex's coattail on this one, and we are going to go with K-State as well. The Wildcats.
Yeah, I'm going Wildcats on this one. I think I'm going to go in and right now that K-State they're going to be pushing to win the Big 12.
God, and the K-State was so bummed out when Coach Kleiman came in.
Yeah,
He replaced such a good coach, but he's redeeming himself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh, this is yours.
I picked TCU at Baylor. Neither one of these teams are outstanding. I believe I saw TCU is 1-3, Baylor is 1-2. Both teams have been, revered top 10, not this year. And it was the closest game I could look at. So what I decided to go with is TCU, just so I could go, TCU! Let's go Frogs! Give me out! TCU! It's going to win.
Gosh, you got to give us the context because Alex and I know.
Yeah. For that horrible sounding TCU, started in the College World Series. TCU baseball team was playing there, and we were in the outfield in the general admission section, and it was a great time. But there is just this way too old, way too loud of a woman who is a diehard apparent TCU Horned Frogs fan.
Old lady by herself in dead center field.
No one wanted to be around her because of this. And she was just every pitch, every play, yeah, TCU! And I mean, she would drag it on longer. And if you're watching, this is apparently the sign for the Horned Frog. And she would just go, let's go TCU. And then she would say, give them the eye.
Don't know what the eye is.
There were other TCU fans around going, what does that mean?
What are you?
What is give them the eye? So, and that was 10 plus years ago. So every single time I see TCU, she just comes into mind. And TCU is going to give the Baylor Bears the eye this Saturday.
For the sole reason Josh is giving TCU the win, I am as well.
There you go. More frogs.
Yes.
Oh goodness. Baylor's got that new stadium. They've got Magnolia Farms going for it. I'm going with Chip and Joanna and going with Baylor.
There we go.
Well, I can't say no to Chip and Joanna.
No.
So up on that band.
Adam and Darla's influence in this pick.
Oh man, yeah.
So yeah, so there we that's our picks. It's all over the board. Here, let me just share, just to take a snapshot of what pain you guys are going to have.
Alex and I had a lot of similar picks. It's, you know, you ride the coat of the champion a little bit, and then you got to
the 1 week champ.
You're the champ of week one. That's what you are.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was gonna say gosh, there's only one game that we all picked the same one.
Was it really?
OSU?
No,
Purdue.
Dad picked Penn State.
What?
Again?
Not there?
I thought we were going, oh, geez.
Man,
Oh, yeah, well.
Watch it roll over OSU, and yeah, here it comes.
what happened?
Well, any final thoughts about what we're going into?
Final thoughts. Hope the Gophers play better so we can cheer tomorrow night. But no, I know I've talked to both of you on the phone. It's been fun, like we said earlier in the episode, just getting to get excited over games like TCU Baylor, who no one cares about and they're not very good. Just it brings more excitement to college football, and looking forward to another week.
Yep, the Gophers got to win, but not by too much.
There you go.
Ashley?
Well, thanks for having me. I don't know. I guess we're watching a lot of football this weekend.
I'll be honest, after I was with Alex and Ashley, we were together down in Arizona, and the last time the Gophers played, we were in a good spot with that Auburn game, and it was a tough week. It was that was tough.
It wasn't pretty to watch. It was prime time. At least you didn't have the company I had Ashley's grandma and boyfriend with, and neither one of them could give two flying bleeps about college football. So they're trying to talk about anything other than college football. Sport ball. And as if I'm not frustrated watching the Gophers, I'm just like, So I'm really hoping this week the Gophers bounce back, give me something to get excited about. You know, it's going to be great. They're going to go win, and then they're going to celebrate Halloween like the rest of us.
Okay. Well, I suppose.
Oh, boys, I suppose.
The doll goodbye.
Infamous goodbye.
Okay, Josh, bring us in.
All right, everyone's hands in. We're going to go sports stalls on 3. 1, 2, 3, sports stalls.